We'll go ahead and start. Hello, everybody. We're going to give it about 2 minutes just to give time for everybody to get into the webinar, and then we'll go ahead and get started for the day. Hello, everybody, and welcome. We're going to give it about 1.5 minutes yet just to give time for everybody to get into the webinar, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. It's a nice shiny day at least. All right. Well, again, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us today for our webinar, The Benefits of BBB Accreditation for Your Business. I am Jenny Tukeski, the Programming and Communications Manager here at the Better Business Bureau Midwest Plains. We just wanted to let everybody know real quick that we are recording today's webinar, and within 24 hours, I will send out a follow-up email to you with not only a link to the webinar, but it will also have the presentation information in there for you. So you don't have to try and screenshot pictures today of what Liz is going to discuss or try and jot everything down as quickly as possible. We will send everything over to you. Also, if you have any questions during the presentation, please go ahead and put them in the Q&A or in the chat portion, and we will address all the questions at the end. So with that, we'll go ahead and get started. Today, we are fortunate to have our very own Liz Plath, Director of Account Management, as our presenter. Liz marked her 1-year anniversary here at the BBB in this past June. Liz's experience in client relations and development is extensive with over 15 years of experience, and she is responsible for leading both of our teams of regional business representatives and accredited service representatives. The teams are committed to sourcing businesses to join the BBB to boost trust within the marketplace, as well as helping you out with any questions you might have about your accreditation. During the webinar today, Liz is going to be explaining the benefits of accreditation, demonstrating how to utilize some of the excellent tools provided by the BBB. So with that, welcome, and Liz, it is all yours.
Thanks, Jenny. Thanks everyone for hopping on with us today over your lunch hour. Let me go ahead and get started. So I wanted to go through the agenda real quick. So to start off, what Jenny just mentioned, we want to go through a detailed overview of all of the benefits of accreditation. And honestly, this is majority of them, but we're always adding more things. So I'm going to give you some contact information so that you have all the tools to make the most of your accreditation with us. And then also, this is a great opportunity for you guys to be able to write in with any questions that you may have that you haven't asked before or haven't been able to connect with us. So we're hoping that we can help you with that today. And with that, we'll go ahead and get started. So to start off, just a couple of the benefits of accreditation are, of course, increased trust and credibility, and then having a dedicated account manager, which I want to make sure that everyone is aware of that. So diving into that a little deeper, your dues as an accredited business help to increase your organization's trust and credibility. Because the BBB name is widely known, that is the number one thing that I think really that people think about as a consumer is those that are accredited are someone who can be trusted and who they should, book for their business. Um, the biggest thing, even for established organizations, having that BBB accreditation behind your name gives you the opportunity to share your transparency and trust to your customers. It's really significant. So again, even if you've been in business for 50 or more years, having that stamp of accreditation for your business really adds to your consumers' trust. And kind of going so far to say that even with Google reviews, which is something that, of course, we all hear. However, out of our most recent survey of over 3,000 consumers, 6 out of 10 actually said that with all other things the same, that they would actually choose a BBB accredited business over someone who was only 5-star rated on Google. So I think that's pretty significant because as the world of reviews and complaints kind of expands, the thing that everyone still also is becoming more aware of is you kind of don't know what to trust with the world of reviews and Google reviews. However, again, the BBB name has been around for so long that everyone really believes in the trust of the BBB name. So again, with all things considered, 6 out of 10 are going to go for the accredited business. So I think that's really important to call out. And then kind of looking at other characteristics of a business, pricing, reputation, customer service. Still the number one thing is honesty and integrity. That is what consumers value most here in the United States. And I think that really goes without saying, but again, they want to, when they're making a purchasing decision, they really want to believe that the person that they are choosing to spend their hard-earned money with is someone that's going to stand by their brand and back what their work is. So again, having honesty and integrity with everything that you do for your business is super important to them. And moving on to a dedicated account manager. So we want to make sure that everyone is aware that we have a growing team, I guess to say, also here at the BBB. So you have a point of contact. Every accredited business has one. And we're here to help you maximize all the tools of your accreditation. Really, we just want to make it easier for you to obviously run your business. We know many of you wear a lot of hats. And so having someone that you can quickly give a call to and ask any question about your accreditation. We're also here to give you industry advice. We are just a phone call or an email away. We're in the office Monday through Friday, and we have offices all throughout our service region. And so we're here to help you anytime you need. Some of the things that we can do are giving you information about your business profile inquiries. So you might not know that we have that tracking information available to you. And we're happy to set up a time to call you once a year, twice a year, every quarter, whatever makes sense for you, to review the inquiries that you've received to your business profile on bbb.org. We also have access to a lot of different research and materials. And one of those is giving you analytics that are specific to your type of business. So the various views that others in your type of business are getting. So being able to say, for the past 12 months, we've had this many inquiries for roofers, for example. We can give you all that information so that you can make sure that you're standing up against your competitors. And really, I think it's also nice for you just to see the traffic that is coming to your profile page. Moving on, so what we just touched on, you have your BBB business profile, which hand in hand goes with the enhanced visibility of your business. So every accredited business has a BBB business profile, which provides a lot of information to your consumers. We have thousands of views every single month coming to our webpage to check out a business. Different things that people are looking at is, of course, your BBB rating, your customer reviews. There's the opportunity to add photos of your work and your logo. Business videos that you have, the brands you sell, tons of different things specific to your type of business. So not only does your business profile showcase what you do, also adding the reputation and trustworthiness of your business, but it also provides the opportunity for your potential customers to contact you directly from this page. So, you know, a lot of consumers today, they are very information hungry and they're going to go and look for you everywhere. They are going to get all of the information that they can, your website, your social media, but having the backing of BBB accreditation and also having contact information there makes it easier for them to get a hold of you and book business. So right here is a quick sample of a BBB accredited business. You can see how this is all laid out. So on the left-hand side, we have the contact information, your website, and your phone number. A question we often get is maybe you don't have an actual office that your consumers come to. That's no problem. We do not have to publish your actual address. So many of you are on the go, and we like to have that information, of course, to be able to mail something to you if needed, but we can hide that address. We also have your customer reviews showcased there with your stars. If there are any complaints, those will show there too. And then on the right-hand side, the backing of accreditation and your rating, as well as the years in business that you've had. Now, this business doesn't have any photos, but you do have the opportunity to add photos, as I mentioned before. So again, having your business profile gives you enhanced visibility. So what that means, in a sense, is essentially the fact that you have a presence online through bbb.org. It means that anytime someone Googles the name of your company, maybe they saw a sign or maybe they saw your truck as they're driving around. Because of Google ranking the BBB as one of the most influential websites in the United States, your company, your business profile is going to show up in the top results, which is very, very helpful for you. Sometimes it even might come before your own website. So again, having that backing of accreditation is really going to help your potential customers and validate why they should choose you. Again, by maintaining an A or higher rating and having positive reviews, it also, again, adds additional transparency and backing to your brand with having your information listed on bbb.org. So moving along, we also offer dispute resolution services as an accredited business. And many of you might not be familiar with our BBB response portal, so we want to make sure to cover that as well. We do also offer a separate webinar for that response portal, so be sure to keep an eye out for that. But let me go over that at a high level for you. So to start off, we do offer services. We have a team here at the BBB that are here to help you. We know that not every review or you might receive a complaint that is not a great experience, and you want to you take those seriously, and so do we. So we have a team dedicated to help you through that. By working with our team, you have the best chance of resolving issues with your customer. Additionally, on top of having someone to help walk you through it, we also have our response portal. So this helps businesses manage all of your complaints and reviews in one easy, convenient location. So you might be familiar that in the chance that you receive a complaint, you receive an email with that complaint notification. It will give you a code to go access the information about that complaint. Well, another way that you can go access that information is by visiting your response portal. So you can actually see any of the past complaints that you've had. And we also give you analytics in there as well. So this helps you stay up to date with all of your customer feedback and allows you to, I think, manage those a lot easier rather than having to look at every email that you might have received. And those often get buried. This is somewhere that you can go access all of them. I touched on the analytics. So let's say that you have received a handful of complaints over the past 3 years. Something that you can look at for your business is there a common thread with what those complaints are about? Maybe it's a billing issue, which can help you make recommendations to improve that process for your customers. So having a snapshot of what the complaint is pertaining to and also how it has closed out is really helpful for you. Again, I touched on this, but having the dedicated support staff to specialize in handling your complaint, we are here to help you and walk you through that to really be able to handle this much easier than handling it on your own. So real quick, here is a snapshot of what this looks like. Again, I'm going to touch on how you can get in here in just a minute, but this is a quick overview. So on the left-hand side there, you can see where you can quickly access complaints versus reviews. We also have different helpful tips in there to help you out. Another nice thing is there's a button right there in the middle under your company name that allows you to contact the BBB directly. So to make sure that you have our contact information, you can click right there to take action on your complaint or review. Where the zeros are is where you would see if you did have a new complaint or a new review that requires your attention. So we want to make sure to call that out to you to make it easy for you to access that and know that you need to respond. When you dive into this, you'll be able to see the analytics about what the complaint is pertaining to, as well as how your past complaints have been closed out as answered, resolved, or maybe we closed it out as a duplicate. Okay, so we kind of touched on reviews a bit, but we'll touch on that some more and how you can access those and request reviews easier, as well as requesting or rather managing quotes that you receive from BBB. So to start out, we want to make sure that you're aware that we actually have a partnership with a phone application that allows you to really easily request reviews from your customers. So this is exclusively for accredited businesses and allows you to solicit reviews from your customers. So what this will do is it will send a personalized text message straight to your customer. So of course, that's one of the hardest ways to get reviews is making it easy for them. If you're telling them and speaking to them and saying, hey, I'd love if you go visit the BBB and leave me a review. Of course, that might be out of sight, out of mind. They're going to forget that when they move on to the next thing. However, if you use our app, you will quickly be able to send something over to them to guarantee that you will get that review. A really important stat, I think, here that we actually received from our partner is that text messages have up to a 98% open rate and around a 45% response rate. So again, I think it's so much more relevant to send over that text message to them to request for that review rather than just saying, would love if you would go do this for me. Also compared to email, because as we all know, we get a lot of emails and they get buried. So having a text message that's sent right to you with this information is going to be the most helpful. So this is what it will look like. The app is called Your Reviews. So when you look in the App Store, that's what you would be looking for. So you'll want to download and activate that app. All you have to do is enter your customer's name and their phone number, and it will send a message right to them as soon as you click the send button. So I have some of that information there. You can visit the website or you can look in the App Store to download this application. Okay, moving along to our eQuote feature, request a quote. So this is a system, again, designed very easily for consumers to be able to connect with their accredited business that they're wanting more information for. So if they're interested in your products or your services and wanting to know pricing, they can directly click to request a quote from your business profile on bbb.org. These are, of course, really valuable leads that are delivered right to you. And you actually have the opportunity to have them come to you via text or email or both. And again, these are only for BBB accredited businesses. So someone that's on bbb.org does not have this opportunity, only those who are accredited on bbb.org. So kind of taking a look at this a little bit more to familiarize you with this if you haven't utilized it before. So you will receive your request for a quote either by email or text, as I mentioned. One thing that's very important to know is you only have 1 hour to claim this message because, as I have here, the early bird gets the worm. They are wanting that information right away. So you'll want to respond. You don't have to actually take action on that right away, but just that, yes, I will help this customer. You do have to do that within 1 hour. So I wanted to call that out. But then you will get more information and you will have up to 24 hours to respond to that request. So to actually respond and give them the pricing that they are looking for. So on the right here, we have what this message would look like. When it is first sent to you. So you'll see it will say a little bit about what they're looking for and then the button to respond to the request. I think the other thing that's also helpful to call out is it gives their location. So maybe it's a location that you do not service. You would be able to decide that you didn't want to handle this request. You could still respond to them to let them know, which I would highly encourage. But we do try to give you information so that you can decide that this is something that you will put through and put a quote together for them. So once you have accepted the quote, moving through, you will see that you'll get more information about what the customer is looking for. You'll then receive their contact information. On the first screen, you wouldn't receive it until you say that you're actually going to take the steps to help them out. So again, you'll see here what it looks like, and it also will give you the countdown of how long you have in order to reply to the message. On the right-hand side there, you'll also see, as I mentioned before, maybe this is in a city that you do not service. You have the opportunity to reject the request. And then at the top there, you also see where you can type up your message to directly answer the quote. Looking through that here, you can see that it will give you more information about what they're looking for to be able to give you the most information to set up the most accurate quote for them. So these are hot leads. We all, the second that you send something out to someone, you're looking for a response as soon as possible. And again, the faster that you reply to that, the more that it guarantees that you're going to book that business with the customer. If you take your time in responding to it, which is why we do have those timestamps on there, if you weren't to respond to that, and I would offer this advice for anything that you receive through your website as well. If you are responding, days later, you really risk losing that business because someone is looking for pricing information as soon as possible. And they're probably contacting more than just you. So by getting them the information they're looking for, you have a much better opportunity to book that business. Okay, really wanted to call out our business login. So this is just a sample of what the page looks like, but a lot of the things that I just covered are actually going to be accessible to you within your business login page. So I wanted to cover, there's a lot of things in here, but I really wanted to cover a couple of really, really important ones. So starting off on the left-hand side here, you'll see that you have access to review the accreditation standards that you agreed to when you applied for accreditation. We also have the online seals. You can also take a look directly at your billing history. And then one of the ones that I have highlighted here is the certificate. So we wanted to let you know that you have the opportunity to come in here and actually download a certificate with your name on it. We recommend if you maybe have an office space that you can actually download this and print it out, frame it, and display it in your place of business to let people know that you are an accredited business. Another item we have on here is our event calendar. If you click on that, it will actually take you off to review all of the events for businesses as well as consumers that the BBB is hosting in a given month. Anything that we have kind of on our schedule will be reflected there. The next item that's highlighted, that's really important, I would definitely recommend reviewing this at least quarterly, are your insight metrics. So again, we're happy to help you walk through this and review what the information is, but the insight metrics are going to show you how many views are coming to your BBB business profile, and also those that are clicking to go to your website. So again, being able to see that your BBB business profile is getting views and that you're attracting customers, we know is really important to you. So we offer that information in here. Another item is our newsletter sign up. So you might not be familiar with this because this is something that we've newly added. So we will send out an email every month to give you, again, information about the events we have coming up, different industry information, helpful tips for you. And the best way to get that is by signing up for that newsletter. Another item on the left-hand side here, online store, that's also in one of the tiles, is a great opportunity for you to review the different information and promotional materials we have available for you. It says store, but as an accredited business, you actually get information and different materials complimentary. So the different items that you can review and order are items like stickers. If you maybe have a actual quote that you give or a receipt or your contract, you can put a sticker on there when you give it to your customer to let them know that, again, you're an accredited business. We have stickers just to show that you're accredited. We also have stickers to request for reviews. So again, another place to put it into your customers' hands to let them know that they can go to bbb.org to review you. Another item we have in there are window decals. So again, if you have a physical location that you have customers coming to, you can get a window decal to put on your window. Or if you have a vehicle and you have your contact information on your vehicle, another great thing to have is our BBB accredited seal on your vehicle. So all this information we're happy to offer to you complimentary with your accreditation. And all you have to do is go in here to place the order and we will get that sent out in the mail to you. We also offer different press materials, a QR code that will take people directly to your BBB business profile. And then another item I wanted to highlight is our savings program. So another item that we've added within this past year is, a lot of our accredited businesses are business to business. So they have a discount that they wanted to offer the different accredited businesses that are with BBB. So you'll see in there, we have a lot of different ones in there. One that I will touch on is InSource RX, which is one that we know, you might have only a couple employees and you might not be able to offer them health insurance. However, with InSource RX, it is a prescription card that you can offer to your employees, which they can take advantage of and have discounts on their prescriptions. Another thing that we found out is even for their pets or your pet. So it's something that, again, we have a partnership with this company and we offer it only to accredited businesses. The last little things there on the left-hand side are to change your password or to log out. And then on the middle, a lot of those things we touched on, but I also want to mention that if you receive a new credit card and your dues are paid by credit card, you can directly log in here to go ahead and update your payment information. We have the seals, and then I mentioned the response portal earlier in our webinar. And so this is directly how you click on that and you will get into that page that I showed you to be able to access your complaints and reviews all in one place. And then let's say that your phone number changes or your email address. That bottom left-hand one, business info, is a great place to go to update information to make sure you're giving your most up-to-date information to your customers. And again, I know this is a lot of information, so we have account managers available to assist you with walking through all of this and explaining anything that you need help with. So one of the items I want to close with is letting you know that out of our most recent research of consumers, those who are coming to bbb.org are 80% more likely to choose an accredited business than even looking at all of the listings on bbb.org. When they visit bbb.org, they receive a pop-up to see all businesses or only those that are accredited, and they are 80% of the time choosing to only look at accredited businesses. So again, something really important for you to know that they're not even going to see your information unless you're accredited. Okay, so to recap before we get to some last minute items, we, again, as I mentioned, have account managers here to help you with any questions you have. You're going to have our contact information. I had mine at the beginning. Please feel free to reach out. We're happy to help you and connect and walk through everything with you. We want you to utilize all of the tools of your accreditation. And again, accessing your business login is the best place to receive all that information and make sure that you're maximizing your accreditation. I touched on a lot of the items that we've added just within the past year, and we're continuing to add more value to your accreditation. So the best place to make sure that you're receiving all that information is by getting into the business login. And with that, I'm happy to hop to any questions that anyone has.
That's one question I had in regards to the business login page. If an organization or business has more than one person who would work on complaints or reviews and stuff, how many different accounts can sign in to the business login, or is it just with one email address?
Yeah, no, we can. We can offer multiple usernames to sign in because, like you mentioned, you might have someone that only would handle your complaints versus maybe updating your contact information or uploading photos. So just let us know and we can add that information in there so that multiple people from your business can log in at the same time for your information.
And if somebody does not have an email address, is there another way for them to be able to get into the portal to utilize anything?
No, you definitely want to have an email address. That's really the only way to get into the business login. If for some reason you don't have an email address, the next best thing to do, I would say, is contact your account manager because we can access information to be able to get that into your hands. But I would definitely recommend if you don't have an email address specific to your business, definitely having that set up. That way you'll also get the inquiries that we would send as well.
And if you're not sure who your account manager is, how can I find that out?
Yeah, so My email was at the beginning. I know Jenny, yours will be at the end. So please feel free to reach out and we will get you that contact information so that you can hold on to it.
And someone's asking, we have a list of benefits that we can share and send out as well?
Yeah, we do. We actually have a lot of this information listed on our website. So you can access our website to get that information. But again, yeah, feel free to reach out to your account manager and we can walk through everything. Like I said, I touched on almost everything, but we're adding new things every single day. So feel free to contact us. And again, logging into your business login, we try to make it easy so that you don't have to contact us and have to, talk to someone between the hours of 8 and 5 every day. We have it in the business login, so that's the best place to see it all.
Thank you. All right. If you have any other questions, go ahead. You can continue putting them in the chat or the Q&A portion. We'll get to those all at the end. Liz, if you want to move to the next slide,
Okay.
be sure we're on time for everybody
There we go.
too. So as Liz mentioned earlier, we have our business newsletter. You can go ahead and scan the QR code now and get signed up for the newsletter if you haven't already. Also, it will be in the follow-up email that I send out to everybody too. But just to reiterate what Liz stated, this is sent out on a monthly basis. It's going to give you all of our upcoming and events, programs that we have going on, webinars that we are hosting as well as the industry insights, and also letting you know about news and scam alerts that we have up and coming too. Let me see here. Some more questions have come in for you.
I went ahead and answered that one.
Okay.
So I touched on InSource RX as one of our discount programs, but we have a ton in there. And again, it's something that if you do offer a discount, please let us know. We would be happy to list it within there. But to take advantage of any of our discounts, they're all within the business login within that tile.
Also, just to remind you too, if you haven't, please go to our website, bbbinc.org, also throughout the year, just to see all of the different programs that we have going on, events, also any of the upcoming information too. You can go to the next slide. Here's my contact information too. Also, if there's any webinars that you would like to possibly host and be a part of, or that you would like to see us put on, or for us to come out and do an event for you, please contact me because I would love to discuss those opportunities with you. And then on behalf of the Bureau, we thank everyone for coming out today, giving up your time to be with us, and hopefully that you're walking away excited to dive into your portal, start using all of the tools that we have for you. And if you haven't, to get signed up today to get into your portal and start using those, especially like the business discounts and things. A special thank you to you as well, Liz, for taking time out of your day to show us all of this and educate us on everything that we do offer. One of the things that she did discuss, the review solution, we do have Third Coast Interactive. They do webinars for us on a quarterly basis. So make sure you check with the newsletter or online for those webinars that will be coming out here in January. And then last slide.
That's it.
We will also have a survey for you guys to take too. It will be in that follow-up email in regards, just letting us know how it was for you today and your feedback. We always are wanting to improve and do better. So please make sure you fill out that survey for us and let us know how today went for you. With that, we thank everybody for your time, and we look forward to seeing you at our next webinar or event, and hope everybody has a wonderful afternoon. Take care. Bye.
Thanks, everyone.